being loyal or showing loyalty has put me in some great positions in life. And then at the same time, me being loyal in a lot of ways has ruined my life. And the only difference between the two outcomes is the person that I chose to be loyal to. Listen, the art of detachment is a beautiful thing and it can save your life. And at that same time, if you're not aware or have enough bravery to detach yourself from certain people and not utilizing that in your life, it can destroy it. I brought this topic up because whenever at any point in your life you face this choice, I'm hoping you make the right one. I go by Wills, man. It's the homie Matt. It's the Matt and Will show.
Let's get it.
Let's talk about it. Listen, this is it's a very sensitive topic for me because, like I say, like I tell y'all all the time, we talking and trying to get y'all game, but at the same time, we talking to ourselves too, because we still learning in this shit we call life.
Indeed.
And this is probably one of the hardest things that I've had to accept the reality about, because even I said in my intro, bro, this is no joke. Me not knowing when to let go of certain people in my life has set me back. Now, I'm the person that's going to keep going regardless, but at the same time, in the back of my head, I always think about where I would be if I made certain choices in my life. But everything happens for a reason. And I think in hindsight, now that I'm here talking to y'all, I had to go through certain things because I chose not to let go of people so I can learn from it and just speak on it. Because if you don't understand or recognize the signs that God try to give you when those times come or when you face those crossroads, it can be dire. I've lost a lot, not even just emotionally, but financially, like in real reality, because I was going and I was growing to a certain point in my life, and me looking back, trying to bring certain people with me has put me 10 steps back. And I'm hoping that you love yourself enough to when that time comes for you, you know how to react to it, and you know how to choose yourself. Because it can be a hard thing, especially when you are emotionally attached to these people.
Some people can try to say choosing yourself is selfish. How can you differentiate the difference in that when you're looking at your situations that you've been through?
Shout out to my therapist. Because I didn't understand that concept either, but she told me that there is a such thing as a healthy amount of selfishness. You can only do so much for certain people. And at a certain point, if you don't recognize certain signs that these people give you, that what you're trying to offer them or what you're trying to do for them, they're either taking advantage of it, they either don't care about it, or not, or they looking at you doing what you doing and they envy you for it. No matter the amount of loyalty that you have, if you don't accept what you see in these situations, it can bite you in the ass. I'm literally a living example of it. So I don't think it's about being selfish. I think it's just about loving yourself enough and knowing the difference between being loyal to somebody at the risk of yourself or being loyal to somebody because they deserve it. You know, like a lot of people will deal with people that they know ain't shit because of this word loyalty. Don't let loyalty have you committed to somebody's bullshit, especially when they know or they have an understanding that what they're doing is holding you back. It took me a long time, bro, to understand that I can love somebody from a distance. I can love somebody with set boundaries. You know, I call it loving people accordingly. You don't stop being a good person, because if you got a good heart, that just comes with the territory. You got a good heart, man. You a rare breed, because most of these people out here are just they just trying to look. They got ulterior motives, or they looking to take advantage or use you in some kind of way.
I notice most people that call people selfish,
Yeah,
they are the most selfish people.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because they only thinking about themselves in that moment in most cases.
Yeah,
And then hell, I mean, I challenge y'all, next time somebody try to call you selfish when you know you only looking out for yourself, say thank you. I appreciate that, because a part of being selfish is having self-love. And there is a healthy amount of selfishness out there, as we all should have some. So how would you ever look out for oneself if you never put yourself as priority? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't make sure that I'm in the best place, how can I be there for anybody else in the first place?
yeah,
You know?
agreed.
Like, they say, help me help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times you heard that saying, but like when you think about it, okay, the first thing someone says is, saying help me help you. So I need to make sure that I'm good to even be able to help you. And also, if you are worthy of that help, for one, if you haven't been taking or depleting me the entire time, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, also part of that help is someone being clear in their conversation to what they need. Because a lot of times people send too many clues out there instead of being outright and upfront. And part of like that detachment that you was talking about, like that's a part of it, setting those boundaries, which is so important. And I think we should talk about setting the boundaries, and also what were some of the things that you may have looked over, so someone else can learn from it and pick up on those cues.
And I'm glad you said that, because for a long time it was black and white for me. It was either I'm rocking with you or I don't rock with you at all. But that middle part is where the boundaries can be applied. Like I said, you can love people accordingly. Just because you probably know your cousin ain't shit. You probably know this. Your cousin done showed you so many times he ain't shit or she ain't shit. But that's your cousin. Right. You don't have to just completely remove these people out your life, but you also have to be smart for yourself, for your own sake. I love my cousin, but my cousin ain't shit. So there's only a certain amount of access that I'm going to give my cousin to me, because I know my heart. I know if I let them, or if I bring them around or give them too much access to me, they're just going to do, or they're going to take advantage of me in some kind of way. And that's cool. Like, it's okay to pick yourself.
100%.
To the good-hearted people, because I'm one of you, it's okay to choose yourself when the reality of the person you trying to give yourself to show you that that is your only option.
Right.
And if you don't listen, man, I've lost because I dealt with people who God showed me a long time ago that I should have left. I should have left alone. And that's why I can look at those situations, bro, and I don't even hate the person that was involved with it. I've had people that I've gave my 100% loyalty to that is the sole reason for me to take, the sole reason that I took certain losses that I took. But in hindsight of the situation, man, God been showed me I gotta leave these people alone. He been showed me, Ben gave me signs. So I can't get mad at them. They've been that person. I knew they was that person. I knew they was that person before I even turned back around to try to pick them up as I was growing. I knew that. So how can I be mad at them? Like, God may have taken from me, but he didn't destroy me. It was a reason for that.
Yeah.
You know, I had to learn from it. And me knowing the person that I am, hard-headed, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm hard-headed. God knows 100%. That. So he can't just give me a slap on the wrist. He gave me plenty of those when I was younger.
Right.
So these hard-hitting losses that I took, it was a necessary evil. It took me so long to accept that reality. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because when you build so much and when it all be taken from you, that can be a culture shock to you. But I knew if I didn't embrace them losses, the right way, or if I would have just blamed God or kept blaming the person that did this, I would have lost even more, you know? And I'm still recovering from that shit. Not even just financially, but mentally, you know? Because these people that did that to me, I cared about them.
Take advantage of that every time, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's just keep it real. Everybody been a sucker.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how you learn to not be a sucker.
Yeah.
You gotta be it.
Exactly. That's the only way, like, you get taken advantage of. You are a sucker. Now, how long are you going to be a sucker is the important question. How much are you going to take? How much you going to allow someone to take advantage of you before you realize, okay, also that might be a self-love thing too. Like you in there, okay, I know I got a good heart. I know I'm this, I know I'm that. So they're going to recognize this sooner or later. When are you going to recognize who they are? You are dependent on someone else to realize who you are to provide the loyalty, to reciprocate what you're doing for them without looking at exactly who they are or looking over it too often.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's part of being a sucker. You know, and we all been there. I've been a sucker, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to try to be that much less. Because, you know, you always going to get got in some type of way, but you realize that you see it sooner and you will cut it off before it can get to the magnitude that it was before because of your maturity, what you already been through. You can realize it and see it, you know what I'm saying, from afar away, from one little instance. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to learn from.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what he mean by you got to be a sucker. I feel like everybody got to go through that if you're going to approach it the right way. If you're going to take that loss or feel what you feel because you was a sucker in that situation, learn from that shit. Like don't let it just be for granted, and don't live with that hurt in your heart, because it'll harden you. And if you become the type of person that hurt you, how are you any better? You know, and I had to go through that, because it was a phase in my life where I let certain experiences that I had with people affect who I am and affect my character as a person. And I receive and in that same manner, I hurt people.
Right.
Because I was holding on to certain pains and certain, feelings of betrayal that I had from other people. And I hurt good people too. You know, like not even just in the sense of like a relationship, romantically, not even just in that. I'm talking in general.
Yeah.
You know, like I've had friendships that I didn't give enough understanding to because I have PTSD or trauma from past shit that I went through. And to them people, I do apologize, but I learned from that. Because I seen myself turning into somebody that I know I'm not. So I had to find a way to create my own closure with certain situations. You know what I'm saying? And that helps when it comes to detaching yourself from somebody. Understand that there's stages to that shit. There's physical attachment. I mean, a physical disattachment, meaning not giving that person access to you. But I feel like in a lot of ways, that's the easiest part. Because right after you face that, you face the hardest part is that emotional attachment, or that mental attachment that you have from that person. When you're trying to emotionally or mentally disattach yourself from somebody, that's the hardest part of it. Yeah. And especially if you have a certain level of love for that person. Because if you're not strong enough or if you don't care about yourself enough, it's so easy to just turn back around and try to pick them back up or call that person when you're thinking about them at night. It's so easy to get caught back up in that cycle.
And they're going to reel you right back in.
Yeah,
if you're reaching out to them, man, like, you play with fire, you're going to get burned. Like, don't play with fire.
Man, story of my life, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I know I put my hand in this fire and I got the nerve to act surprised.
When I
Why
get burned.
Why are you surprised? You know what I'm saying? You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then, like, also, like, something else you were saying is very important. It's like, hurt people.
100%.
But becoming the thing you hate is the most hypocritical thing you can ever do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and we've been there because you always seen them times like man young talking to a young lady when he first get in the gang, that first love, she break his heart. And the men say, yep, that's when the villain was created.
I was one of them niggas.
You know what I'm saying?
I was one of them niggas,
that's when that villain was created because you know, you're so green and you just thinking certain way. And I was that same way too.
Yeah.
And I went through it.
Mm-hmm.
Dating this lady, you know what I'm saying, that was older than me. She went to college. I ain't had sense enough. I'm still in high school to realize, yo, she in college.
Oh, it's over.
You know what's happening?
It's over. It's over, bro. It's
like,
over. Whatever she
wake
telling
up.
you, whatever she telling you, bro. Yeah.
So, you know, and I realized that, and then I became a little villain.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, you get older, I'm like, yo, I'm such a hypocrite. Like, I'm up here talking about how much I hate certain thing, and I became that.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna break the cycle if you keep turning into what you hate? Hurt people. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got to be mindful about that. And can you talk about a couple of the things, not specifically, but like in a way where, okay, you saw something in this particular type of relationship, either friendship, romantically. Okay, this was something that I shouldn't have looked over, but I did. And this is why I'm feeling this hurt at that time.
The two biggest losses that I've ever taken in my life was because I didn't understand the importance of moving forward, because I continue to hold on to certain moments that I have with these people in the past that make me want to relive it.
Yeah.
You know, and not even most of the time, both cases. And this is why I had to look at it in a certain way and not hate them for it, because in both scenarios, bro, my life was great. Before I chose to turn back around and try to pick these people up or bring them with me, I was doing good. You know what I'm saying? God put me in positions to where I didn't have to worry about nothing. Life was good. They were struggling.
Right.
And it wasn't like before that moment. Like, there was a reason why I walked away from him before that moment.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And those were the signs that God was showing me. He was showing me plenty of time. Look, bro, this person is envious of you. Like, look, bro, this person don't have your best interest at heart. This person never talked to you about what you got going on. It's always about them. And when you and then when you try to speak on things about yourself, they be nonchalant about it. He is giving me clear signs that this person isn't who I want them to be. And that can fool you too, because I was so committed to wanting this person to be what I wanted them to be to me, that I was blind, or I was turning a blind eye to what they were showing me. And that put me in huge financial situations. I lost. My freedom was damn near taken from me.
Yeah.
You know, and they tried to ruin my reputation, as like my character, because I'm not a bad person. And that's one thing that I realized when you got when you a good person and you remove yourself from certain people, or not even that, when you a good person and you have people that's around you that isn't, they try to bring you down to their level.
Yeah.
On where they at. You know what I'm saying? To try to make you feel less than what you know you are.
Right.
And that, I can say, in those scenarios, I was a sucker about, because I let them convince me that I'm something that I'm not. So now I'm just keeping you around, and I'm not knowing that you are the reason why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. And it took me a long time to realize that, bro. You know, and to them people, the irony of the situation, bro, like even with the losses that these people make me take, I'm still doing better than them. Their situation is worse. You know, like, karma is a real thing. And this is why I can approach these situations with no hate in my heart at all towards these people. You know who you are. You know who you are. But I don't have no hate for you at all, because it takes too much energy to wake up every day, invest in your mental, invest in your thought process, invest in your emotions into hating somebody. It takes too much energy. I'd rather use that energy to try to better myself or do what I need to do to move forward, because karma is gonna do it to me for me for free. You get what you give, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you shit on people or if you have ill intent towards people and you act on those ill intents, how do you feel like you're going to be blessed? Yeah. How do you feel like you're going to get anything good in your life? And it might seem like it at first. You might get away with it.
Yeah, a lot of people get away with it for a while.
Yeah, you might get away with it because that's one thing about that bitch Karma. She on her own time, man. Like, sure. It ain't gonna happen right away, but she gonna come knocking on your door, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah,
I've been on the wrong end of it. I've been on the right end of it. I've been on the wrong end of it enough to know that I don't want to be on the wrong end of karma again, ever, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, like, we got to think logically about a lot of stuff too, and like, I think life is on a scale when you're thinking about relationships and people you deal with and things like that. Mm-hmm. And also, like, when we find ourselves reminiscing, you know what I'm saying, that can be putting your life in reverse.
100%.
Now, also think about when you're reminiscing about a particular person, are you reminiscing about one instance in time that you guys shared that, you know, but it's only that one thing you reminisce about each time. If that's the only thing you reminisce about, that means there was only one good thing about that particular relationship. You can't even find a variety of things to reminisce on.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's that when that scale will come in, you're weighing your pros and your cons. Okay, yeah, this was good, and it makes me think about it. But then when I really, really think about it, that was the only good thing. Yeah. And it was so many bad things that outweighed that relationship. And this is why I shouldn't reminisce about this person or act on it, because I'm only going to be taking myself backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we got to really look at and understand. Like, when you look at those things logically, like, yo, those cons outweigh the pros in that whole relationship. So why would I go back? Why would I deal with this homie again when, okay, yeah, we had some dope times. I remember some great moments, but damn, a lot of times when I was around them, I got in trouble over shit I didn't even do, or things I tried to talk them out of. Facts. And I wasn't mature enough to not fall for the peer pressure. So I went along with it when I knew deep down I didn't want any parts of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all go through it and look at those moments, and that's why I'm at a point now, man, is like, it don't matter if you're family, it don't matter if you're friend. When I look at those things and I put it on that scale,
yeah,
I can't go back. I don't got no hate for you, but I'm not going to put myself in that situation anymore because it's just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? I got too much things going on, and I also want to be an example for my kids to try to minimize the things they go through because they see me living it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good point you brought up, bro. Especially like if you have kids, because for active parents, your kids receive the domino effect of whatever you're going through. And I've had to learn that the hard way too. You know, certain choices and certain decisions that I've made, it always in some kind of way trickle down to them.
Right.
Because your kids see everything, bro. Like, your kids are a lot more smarter than you feel like they are. They soak up and see and experience and feel everything that you're going through. My daughter, man, I can be in one of those moods I get into where I kind of get in my mind and just kind of just space out, and she sense it. You know what I'm saying? Like she will sense that something wrong with me, and she'll just come sit down with me and just, all right, Pops, you good? You know what I'm saying? I could tell her, yeah, but she know I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? She know I'm capping. Yeah. But I say that to say, like, you have to, even if you, how can I word this? Even if you feel like you're not enough to make certain choices for yourself, even if you don't love yourself enough to make certain choices and remove certain people out your life, look beyond yourself. I mean, look at the people who depend on you. Look at the people who love you and want the best for you.
Right.
If you got love for them, let that love that you have for them be the reason why you let go of certain people. Let that love you have for your kids be the reason why you let go of certain people. You're going to have, and don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about grieving people that you know ain't shit, that you had to let go. Right. Emotions are real. Yeah, that person might be in a piece of shit, but you love that piece of shit. Mm-hmm. Don't try to lie to yourself about the fact that you don't. You know you love that piece of shit. That's why that piece of shit was in your life for so long. That's why you let that piece of shit do so much in your life to ruin it or set you back, because you care about this person. Have a funeral in your mind. Don't feel bad about grieving the fact that you had to let them go, but let them go.
Facts.
That's very important. And I'm not just trying to tell you this. I'm looking in this camera, but I'm talking to myself too. This is real life. You have to. I let go of certain people in my life, and it wasn't even for myself. It was for the responsibility that I have when it comes to other people. My kids. My kids don't have the best relationship with their mom, if you want me to be honest with you. So they depend on me a lot, not even just financially, but mentally, to be there for them, to kind of guide them and be that safe haven for them. How dare I jeopardize my freedom or jeopardize my future because I want to hold on to somebody in my life that I know I should have been let go a long time ago? That's selfish of me. You have to view it. You have to view it the same way for yourself. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to have them nights where you miss that person. It's okay to have those nights that you cry because you wish that person was here. Have it. Yeah. That's healthy. That's not. Don't try to mask that shit because it's only that's not good for your mental. It's okay to have that moment. Have a moment. Let it ride out, and live to fight another day. but don't hold on to that person because you convince yourself. I've done that too. Like you said, bro, when you're dealing with somebody, weigh the pros and cons. I've convinced myself when the cons are obviously outweigh the pros. Yeah. I still convince myself like a dumbass why I need to pick up the phone because this person calling me, or why I need to reach back out to this person. And then it don't take long for me to get another clear-cut example for why I should never came back to this person.
Yeah, you were trying to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
But you was being the biggest sucker.
At the same time.
At the same damn time.
At the same time,
I've been that
bro.
Same person. I'm always thinking like, yo, okay, I'm making excuses for this person. Yep. They're not as mature. Mm-hmm. They don't understand this. So I'm going to be the bigger person and reach out, let them know. And they only going to take advantage of that situation because you're not being the bigger person. You're being the bigger sucker.
Facts.
And you got to really, really understand that. And then I think it's important for us to talk about also like, okay, these are things we went through. We experienced that. Mm-hmm. We were a sucker. Now, how can we avoid those things in the future? And that's when it comes to making sure you put clear boundaries out there. Mm-hmm. And then like when you putting your clear boundaries out there, don't be vague. Because sooner you up here being vague or making excuses for what you got, your boundaries are, that's going to let someone feel like they got some wiggle room in what you're saying because, first of all, you're not saying it confidently. And then you're being so vague in what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Like, and making excuses for it. Well, yeah, I don't want you to feel no type of way, but I really don't like it when this happens. Don't even do all that. Be straight up real. Like, look, I don't like this. This is why. And then add some consequences in there. If this happens, this going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's fine because on the real, a lot of times, man, we got to treat adults like kids in certain situations. So, if you don't lay that joint out there, and if you give some people room, they're going to take it. You give somebody an inch, they're going to take the mile. You cannot do that if you want to protect your own peace.
Also, because you can do that, you can set these boundaries. Mm-hmm. You can stand, you can be very specific. But the most important part right after all of that, fuck what you want it to be and only accept what you see.
Yeah.
Don't listen to words. Don't listen to your heart. And not listen. I know how crazy that sounds, but don't. You have to be in a completely logical state of mind. Black and white. Simple as that. I told you what this is. I told you what I want to happen. If you still want access to me, if they don't coincide with what you're asking for, accept that immediately. Don't give no excuses about it. Don't try to convince yourself, well, maybe you didn't clarify enough. Nah, you did. You did. That person know you did. At the same time, do you not think these people that you keep giving chances and chances and chances to don't have awareness of it? You don't think these people are having conversation with themselves like, well, look, I know I can fuck up because I give them a little time. They're gonna take me back. They know it, bro. They know it. They know how good your heart is. They know that all they got to do is say certain things to you or wait and give you some time before they reach back out for you to just come crawling back.
Yep. They're going to exploit it every single time.
They know. They not dumb. These people, and I had to accept that too. Like, how long am I going to be a sucker for this person because I have this image in my mind of what they can be or what I want them to be for me? It don't work like that. You are delusional, ma'am. You are delusional, sir. And I'm telling you delusional because I was delusional.
Potential, man. Like, you can't be betting on potential. Like, yo, I got this check for $100. You gonna take it to the bank and say, look, it got a potential to be 1,000, so I'm trying to cash it. That's 100. It is what it is.
That's a great analogy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing with people.
Yeah.
If they are what they are. You can't cash that check no different than what it exactly is. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't be betting on this potential, y'all. Like, I'm done betting on potential.
And God will. Listen, I grew up in church, so you know, to each his own to whatever you believe, whatever higher power that is. But God will hold your blessings hostage until you eliminate the people who don't need to be around and stand on it. God know you. Like, he know, especially, and this is how I know God has an anointing on my life, because I've put myself in so many stupid situations, bro, that I came out of in a miracle-like fashion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not only come out of that, he continuously put me in certain positions to grow me as a person. And I know I have the wisdom that I have and the knowledge that I have because I get reminded. You know, people reach out to me even since we started this podcast, bro. I done had several people reach out to me like, man, what y'all talking about, you know, is really helping me. And so I know I have an anointing on my life.
Right.
But God isn't dumb either. God, as much as God has, you know, he planted a seed in me, he know me as a person. So if I don't make the certain obvious choices that he tells me without telling me. When I have certain people in my life, he makes them show me why they don't supposed to be in my life, and then he wait on me. Like, I just showed you that, bro. What you gonna do? Mm-hmm. Oh, you ain't gonna, okay. So now I'm gonna take this from you. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take everything, but I'm gonna take most.
Right.
Did you learn from it? Okay, you said you did. I'm finna throw another test at you. What you gonna do?
Right.
God will hold your blessings hostage until you make the right choices for yourself. But what he's not going to do is he's not going to bless you with what he want to bless you with while you continue to keep these people that you know you need to disattach yourself from in your life, because all they're going to do is just taint it. All they're going to do is just whatever potential that blessing can bring in your life, they're just going to ruin it.
Yeah.
Why he going to do that to you?
Yeah, and don't be saying, well, look, God, I didn't fall for it this time. You did that one time. You didn't fall for it once, and now you're expecting that blessing. You got to be consistent.
Yes,
consistent.
Bro.
Stick to it. Mm-hmm. And then you'll start seeing those things fall for you. And don't be out there looking for something like you're looking for a pat on the back. You're looking like, okay, I deserve this now because I didn't fall for that same trick. Be consistent. And once you're so consistent with it, you forget about looking for a reward. That's when those things will come.
Yeah.
Every time. Like, because it's just you now. It's part of who you are now. You're not looking for nothing. You're not expecting anything. You've been so consistent that it's just like an automatic reflex now.
Yeah. And
that's
why?
When you're ready.